evening, everyone. It is I, Ibabo Nanahukub. Oh, gosh, that was heavy. I'm sorry, guys. That was a loud noise. Oh, my gosh. I'm even looking at the audio spike. That's just like a straight-up just explosion of pain. And welcome back to another very special video. That's right, we're back once again with another birthday video. Today being Misaki's birthday. The last bit of sanity for Hello Happy World. So happy birthday to Misaki. And this is a video about the top 5 reasons why Misaki should be the best girl. So let's go ahead and jump on into number 5. Costumes. Now this one's a little bit weird to start off with, but it's something that needs to be taken into account. Now Misaki has to deal with costumes on a whole nother level than other people do. Like, not only does she has to kind of like deal with Michelle's problem, not problem, but Michelle's situation, but also figure out how that's going to work with Michelle. And basically she's in a costume 24/7 for Hello Happy World, and it's just like much dedication to her for being able to put up with that, because that is something altogether. Like, imagine just wearing your normal clothes and then just wearing an extremely hot jacket and sweatpants on top of that. And that's probably not even like how bad it is for Misaki, but she puts up with it while doing stage work with all the lights on you. And that's just insane heat. But I respect Misaki for that entirely. That's like how she just kind of got dragged into it for that reason. But moving on into our next topic, number 4. Singing. Okay, so this one's a little bit interesting, but it still needs to be respected for Misaki, because she has to sing in her Michelle tone of voice. Now, it's not saying that, Misaki changes her voice completely, but she has to, like, fit the character, because if you've ever seen the show or gone through the stories, you know she has to talk differently to Kokoro and Kaoru and Hagumi. When she's Michelle, she has to be more upbeat, more happy, more happy-go-lucky, more carefree. So she has to sing like that too. And it's probably a real hard stress trying to like keep that mentality while you're also trying to manage the DJ decks and just keep this character going while also performing. So I gotta give her props for that. That, and she can sing really well too. She's a good anchor for the group, because we have Kaoru as a good anchor, but you have Hagumi, Kokoro, and Kanon that are all very high voices. So it's very good to have Misaki and Kaoru down there kind of being the bass notes for the thing. And Misaki has a good voice for it. But, moving on into number 3. DJ skills. Okay, so this is one that needs to be commended on a high level. It would have been higher, but they're the other ones that are kind of take its place. But Misaki, I would say Michelle. I can't keep them separated, but no, Misaki's ability to just run the DJ decks is another thing entirely, because like I have never attempted that, but I've seen people do it, and it is not just press a button and press a button and let it go like everybody thinks it is. No, you have to monitor, control, and change levels as you go. Basically, Misaki is taking Raka's job and controlling it on another level, while also still making sure to mix the tracks and make sure they work right, and make sure everything's lined up with the performance. Not to mention that she actually has to like take Kokoro's ideas and then compose them out into these songs. And she does it solely. Well, she used to do it solely. As the second band story showed, that the others are starting to get in on the composition help too, which is great. But just Misaki's ability just to singly compose songs like that, just from a DJ deck, is crazy. Obviously, she's a piano too. She's talked about it, but it's just crazy seeing that kind of just, I don't know how you describe it, just that much creativity. That and being able to transpose Kokoro's ideas in the first place requires a high level of what? But moving on into number 2, personality. Okay, so this is one that is up there because of how much she does and how much she has to deal with. Misaki is a person that I originally was kind of like, I'm not really sure about this character, because she just seems super pessimistic about being this. I'm like, if you're that pessimistic, why don't you just stop? And originally she did it just to keep Kanon from being grabbed by the three dummies, as she says. But over the years, Misaki has become a great character. Like, just the fact that how well she's grown into Hello Happy World, and it's brought her out of her shell, is so great to see. That and the fact of how she literally is the exact opposite of Kokoro, but she's literally the other piece of Kokoro. Those two go together so perfectly, and that's how Misaki is able to understand Kokoro's crazy song ideas. Like whenever Arisa came over with Kasumi to see Kokoro writing down all these pictures and stuff, laying them all over the mansion, and Misaki's able to be like, oh, you want this, and you want this, and like, just be able to figure it out on the fly. That just shows that she is a super understanding person, and not just someone who, like what she used to be, was just like, she blows them off. It's just, oh, they're crazy, that's all it is. I'm just here because Kanon's here. No, it's just great to see that. That and the second story of Hello Happy World really hit me hard, because just Misaki having that problem, that like she was not needed anymore, just that hole, or she thought Michelle was the only thing they needed anymore. That hurt, because like she just felt like she wasn't necessary anymore, and it was so sad to see. But them showing that she actually still needed, and how happy she was from it, and she almost literally got to perform on stage with him. I wish I could have seen that, but I know that's not possible because of Michelle. But I just love Misaki as a character, because she's become such a great character. She just evolved so much over the series. It's great to see. And it's one of the more natural ones I've seen in the show. Like, some of the other ones are kind of like, you can see it, but it's kind of like, there's a little bit of a question mark raising above my head. But Misaki's just come around, just out of her shell, and out of this cautious, cautious and over-preparing person, into this person who can still keep things under control, but will still kind of let the flow of how things are going take her. And it's great. And it really is great to see her and Kokoro getting along. Because those two are, like, just that pairing, like, those two's friendship is such a great thing to see. Like, I just love the fact, this just goes back to the second story for them. It's just so great to see how literally Kokoro is just consoling Misaki, and how Misaki breaks down in front of Kokoro. Like, normally she would, if that was early Misaki, she would never do that, because she just deems Kokoro as someone who just doesn't care what she does. She just does what she wants and takes people along with her. But it's just great to see. I don't know. I've gone on way long. Moving on into our last one. Number one. Michelleだよ. All right. So if you've seen the show, if you've played the game, you've seen the show, you know this is going to be up here. Misaki is a trooper, because she has to play a whole nother character just to keep the girls in Hello Happy World happy. Not just the three dummies occupied, because I cannot imagine having to play another character and just the frustration that just, I am this person. What are you talking about? You can't be that person. No, I am this. I literally takes the head off the mascot. And where'd Michelle go? It's like, yeah, Misaki is literally, Michelle is literally, I just messed up that whole phrase, but Misaki playing Michelle is literally my highest thing for her, because it is probably such a task for her to undertake, having to literally go about making the music and designing a whole bunch of the show, and then being like, hey, I gotta go play the character now to keep them satisfied, because Kokoro is always wondering where Misaki is. Same for Hagumi and Kaoru. But that and the fact she's still able to have this kind outward demeanor now towards all her bandmates. It's so great. I know she's got Kanon to back her up, and good job, Kanon, for keeping her sane. But just the fact that she is able to do this character like that and just treat it as another entity now. She's gotten to the point where she's become friends with Michelle. She's not, oh, I have to be Michelle. No, it's, I enjoy being Michelle. That's another part of the second story. I love Hello Happy World's second story, guys. That was another part of it. She had to learn that Michelle is not replacing her. Her and Michelle are the same. They're friends. It's a really weird way to look at it, but it's really like, it's kind of like Misaki embracing another part of herself. It's really cool. It serves like a really deep line for her. It's really great. I like how this went from the funny thing to like, oh, this is super deep and wholesome. But no, yeah, having to play a big pink bear in a band is like, That was like when I first came into the game, I was like, what in the world is going on with that band? I just figured it was going to be like someone who's just doing it for show, but no. Misaki got roped into a deal that she cannot get out of now. Misaki, I pray for your sanity. Oh my god. But yeah, I really enjoy Misaki as a character. She's great. I love the cynicism that comes with her. Like, she's most of the time happy and helpful in just the sanity for the band. But also at the same time, she's just like, this is kind of dumb. Even though it just right over Kokoro, Kaoru, and Hagumi's head. It's just, yep, they don't understand me, Canon. What do you want to do? I don't know. I love Misaki. She's great. But that was the 5 reasons why Misaki should be your best girl, and is one of mine, obviously. For how much I had to say in this video, if you don't think she is, then you're wrong. Still not above Kaoru, though. Kaoru's still top of the list. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I know I sure did. Always like doing these birthday videos. It's gonna be a thing now. I can't not do it, because there's still so many girls I want to talk about. Although I will say I won't be doing Morphonica until they get released in the game. Because on global, sorry. Until they get released. They are released, Diva Boar. What are you talking about? No, in global. Because the fact that I don't like having to go seek out translation notes. Not because I don't want to read and I'm lazy. I'm not outing myself. Shush. No. It's because I don't like the idea of just reading it, because it takes away how it's relayed to me. Like, perfect example, I'm getting off topic, but this is a quick thing. But perfect example was the first event with Morphonica. Not the very first event, but the second one where it had Mashiro and Nanami. I think it was Nanami. Yeah, it was Mashiro and Nanami as the 4 stars, and Rui with Kaoru on the 3 star. There's a line that made me laugh, but I wish I would have heard it, because it was Mashiro staring at Yukina and Ran. And Ran told Yukina, uh-oh, you're scaring her with your, because, Yukina has her serious aura. But in Mashiro's head, it's red hair, delinquent. So that killed me. I wish I could have heard that in speech, because that would have killed me even more. But I'm getting off topic. But yeah, I'll do RAS because they had the anime and I know a little bit more about them. But until then, I don't know, I may not, but we'll see. But until then, guys, I'll see ya.